In Laikipia, a semi-arid region in central Kenya and home to pastoral peoples like the Maasai and Samburu, scarce water is a pervasive problem. The Ewaso River, which flows from its source on Mount Kenya to the dry rangelands of Laikipia, is the lifeblood of the region.
This year, for the first time ever, for the first time in history, the big Ewaso River actually dried up.
Wakati nalikuwa mimi mdogo, hapa Nkarengiro iko kila aina ya miti, mpaka iko matunda hata watoto nakula, lakini siku hizi yamekauka, maua hakuna, hata samaki natoka kila mtu nashika na mkono.
Unrelenting drought has exerted unprecedented pressure on Laikipia's residents. It is a problem being played out across Kenya and across the continent. 40% of Africa is semi-arid rangeland, and communities all around East Africa are struggling with severe water shortage.
Huku Laikipia kuna shida ya maji. Tuko na mvua kidogo tungepata kazi kama vibarua vya kushimba kulima shamba. Hawa vijana wote unaona hapa, hakuna yule anafanya kazi.
Mara kwa mara tunakuaga na mvua mwezi mbili inapotea. Tunahama. Ng'ombe kiama watoto wanafuata. Wakati mwingine anapoteza kama mwezi sita bila kusoma. Hii ni kama mabadiliko yametokea sababu sasa hakuna ile wakati tunajua tuko na mvua.
Rainfall with climate change is becoming less predictable. Droughts are longer and deeper, and when the rainstorms come, they're more intense. Most of it is not absorbed. When you're relying on that limited amount of water, it becomes sort of a looming crisis.
The struggle for water in Africa is compounded by climate change, a growing population, and a surge in the number of cattle. This leaves the land unable to replenish itself and vulnerable to desertification.
It comes back down to a growing population. There are areas that simply cannot support the number of people that are here on them now.
Competition for water and desertification is also a major threat to Africa's rich wildlife, which generates millions of dollars for countries like Kenya.
We also work on Grevy's zebra, an endangered species where there's about 2,000 left on the planet. One of the biggest problems was that the livestock were controlling access to water all day, and that the Grevy zebras could only come in to drink at night, which made it very predictable when they were going to do that, and that's when the lions would hammer them and eat them.
If there is no more wildlife, because the wildlife estate of Kenya are characterized by mass wildlife deaths because the ecosystems cannot sustain them, the tourism sector will collapse, on the back of which tens of thousands of jobs in the urban areas will disappear.
But through stricter enforcement of water use, improved grazing management, and wildlife protection, experts believe that it is possible to save Africa's semi-arid rangelands.
Thinking about proper stewardship of the landscape, managing our wildlife, managing our livestock, it can work.